What's going on, everybody? My name is Dave. Welcome to another exciting episode of Crypto Awesome, where crypto is simplified and awesomeness is amplified. And today we're actually going to be talking with Steve DeFi and getting some alpha on Volt. You guys are going to want to stick around because this is an imminent project that's going to be coming up built on TitanX, and you do not want to miss out on what is happening with Volt. In fact, there's some revolutionary stuff that is, like I said on the thumbnail, I personally believe this is a 1000x altcoin potential that's built on TitanX, but make your decision for yourself after you watch this stream. So stick around. It's going to be great. All right. What's going on, everybody? We have Steve DeFi here live with us in his brand new studio. He's got a sweet mic now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, inspired by Maxime. I always saw his mic on the stream. I thought that's a cool swinging thing. So yeah, I got one. Maxime awesome. Broadcast. I always liked his mic.
I love it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to be talking about Volt here today because you have been working really hard on this project. And hey, guys, I just want to mention too, I'm really bad with time zones. I think this was supposed to be like 20 minutes ago. And so if you guys were waiting around for this, sorry about that. But anyways, okay, so Volt, I know you've done, I actually saw your Mike Dean stream, which I'm really, I love Mike Dean streams because he really
me too.
Down into a way that like, you know, he asks questions that I don't think people realize they need to ask. And he puts the graphs and the charts and stuff. Now, when I saw that, I'm like, whoa, I even messaged you because I'm just like, dude, you did really build something here that I think is actually an innovation. And I think sometimes when we build, you know, we build some stuff maybe that's not necessarily all the way innovative. We use other ideas and kind of mash them together, which does kind of create innovation. But I think you have something that's even a little bit more innovative. And the thing behind it that I find is you have a capped supply, but perpetual auctions, which is very fascinating to me. So let's, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start with Volt?
Yeah, Mike Dean is fantastic on his streams with his diagrams. He really simplifies the protocols. And he's been talking to me and about being simple. So I'm trying to be as simple as I like simple concepts and I've always tried to be simple, but I'm trying to be even more simple because Volt is simple yet profound because I just love, like you just said, the innovation of tokenomics. When it clicks, you're like, wow, that is new. That is interesting how that's going to work out. Deflationary token, 10-day distribution, yet perpetual auctions.
Right.
So yeah.
Supply. It's capped after the 10 days. Yeah, exactly. 10-day distribution, capped supply after 10 days. And the distribution happens in an auction system too. And then your Volt, your actual Vault, the Volt is where I think the innovation really comes, because this is really what makes it perpetual, I think.
Yes. It's so Volt is like, it's almost, I love Inferno. Like I'm one of the people that we did Inferno together with Blaze, and I love the simplicity of Inferno. So the simplicity of Inferno is what I try to bring across to Volt in this new project that I did. And it's basically Volt has an auction system, limited supply tokens, 10-day distribution with a massive buy and burn. The difference with Inferno is when Inferno runs out, there's no more burning when the value coming into the system stops. And then we got other things building on it. It's going to be amazing. Volt is kind of designed to be more perpetual. So after the distribution of tokens after 10 days, on day 11, there's a continuous auction system. So Volt's pumpermentals, because people like to hear about pumpermentals. It's a deflationary token. It's an 80% buy and burn of the value, 80% buy pressure. It's a limited supply tokens very quickly. With Blaze, because I'm part of Blaze, we had the distribution over 18 years. With Vault, it's 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And also the bonded liquidity. I've added a bonded liquidity aspect in that. So I'm bonding gradual growing liquidity in the TitanX ecosystem coins. So it's going to be buying coins and bonding them.
That's a super you were saying. Are you going to create kind of like a liquidity web in a way of different coins with Volt?
Yes, absolutely. So what happens is the buy and burn of Volt is 80% of value coming in is in the buy and burn. And what's interesting, what I've done is, and this is also an innovation. I think it maybe not. I'm not saying it's better. It's just an interesting way to do it, because the buy and burn, the buy pressure, that 80% of value coming in, gets split into buy and burn, which burns the tokens forever, buy and feed, which is feeding the future auctions, and the buy and grow, which is growing the liquidity pools of other TitanX protocols.
Whoa.
Yeah. So everything everything that is in the burn address was brought from the liquidity pool and put in the burn address. Everything we call it the treasure vault, which is supplying future auctions from day 11. Everything that people auction from day 11 has been brought from the liquidity pool by the buy and burn, by the buy pressure, placed into the treasure vault, we call it, for future auction supply. And the buy and grow is 8% of what is brought in the liquidity pool gets used for buying tokens or pairing with other tokens.
And this is a little different than Inferno in one sense too, because Inferno, people can mint as much as they want every week, and in this, you actually can't. There's actually a total actual cap.
Yes, that's right. So with Inferno and coins like that has a distribution like that, it's because I kind of look at like it. There's a few ways to distribute coins. First, you're minting. So you use a TitanX to mint another coin. You use a TitanX like in Hydra, and that would be like an Inferno. The second way is you use TitanX like Hydra or TitanX itself, and you make a miner, and you put value in, and you wait a certain amount of days, and you get more coins the longer you wait. The third way was what we did with Blaze and trying to innovate on DBZen, where you have an auction system where every day there's a set amount of tokens which you participate in an auction and get a supply relevant to how much you put in. And that's like Blaze. But with Vault, it's an auction system. And
did you cut out? I think you might have cut out. Check. Can you guys hear me? If you guys are in there, we got some viewers in here. If you could go ahead and put in the comments if you can still hear me, or if I'm the one that cut out. Check. I'm going to make a comment on my video here and see if I'm the one that cut. Okay, so I can hear myself here. So Steve, I think you cut out. So guys, we're gonna keep talking about Volt here. This is a really fascinating protocol. If you guys haven't seen Mike Dean's video on it, go check it out later. But the thing I like about this could actually become a very expensive token. And all right, so Steve's going to jump back in here in a second. But this could become a very expensive token because there's only 1 billion max supply, and that is going to be deflationary. So on a 1 billion max supply that's deflationary, I mean, it could be very expensive. I mean, look at the Blaze price. The Blaze price right now, and guys, if you guys haven't gone to TitanXHub.com, I know you probably have if you're watching this video. But check out the premium side on TitanX Hub, because Mike Dean put this stuff together. This has all been free for now, and you can always access it for free. But if you want the pro or the elite, I went ahead and signed up for the elite over here because Mike Dean has some really good stuff to know, and I really want to learn about LPs, especially single-sided LPs. So this is something that I think. So sponsored by Mike Dean, but not really sponsored by Mike Dean, because I'm just doing this on my own because I want to make sure that Mike Dean has. What's up, Steve? We got you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My internet.
Quick TitanX Hub commercial here.
Nice. Beautiful.
But yeah, guys, check out TitanX Hub. And right now, if you guys go down to number 20, we have Volt here, and this is all the official links. We have the white paper, we have the Telegram, and we have the X link. So go ahead and make sure you get the official links. Don't get scammed by anybody. And that's what this nice website that Mike Dean put together does for us. So,
yeah.
All right. I was just mentioning when you bounced out that this could become a very expensive coin over time, comparatively to the TitanX ecosystem coins. Because that's why I went over to TitanX Hub, because when you look at it already, oh my gosh, dude, Blaze just blasted it off.
Oh, wow.
What's going on, dude? Check that out.
Oh, that is cool.
This is fun to see sometimes in the morning when I'm like, dude, that was like $2 yesterday. But anyways, so this, just like Blaze is a low, it has a low number of coins. So that actually makes it a much more expensive token, like much more expensive.
Yes.
I think the same thing can happen with, but you said too, this is distributed over 18 years. Yours is distributed over 10 days. And
yes,
there's something very different. So why did you, okay. So, I mean, what was your, so you've done a whole bunch of fun stuff in the past. You've built a lot of experience building with the Blaze team and doing other things. So this right here, Volt, seems to be something that you're like, I like this part, I like this part of this, I like this part of this, I like this part of this, and then you kind of brought it together, and then you made it all, and then you kind of created the innovation out of it. Like, was this coming? Did this idea come from, how did this idea?
This idea came from actually chatting with Jake.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. We had a chat a couple of months ago, and it was with the Blaze team, and I stayed on just chatting because he loves tokenomics. Jake is amazing at tokenomics to talk to, so it's great to talk to him about that stuff. And he said something about an idea. I said, that's an amazing idea. And his idea was to use TitanX to enter a staking pool, but when you enter the staking pool, that TitanX is burnt. And Inception, that film by Christopher Nolan. You have an idea and it kind of burns. I thought, oh man, that's a really, really good idea. And so I started developing a protocol around that kind of idea, but it was a fully staking protocol. So 100% staked. And I had written the white paper, and I had another call with Jake. I said, hey, Jake, what do you think about this idea? And he said, it's really interesting, but it could be a negative flywheel. This was Volt prior to this version. And so I jumped on a call with him, and we had another amazing call. I mean, every time I talk with Jake, I get inspired and I get some ideas. And he was basically saying, just instead of having it fully staking, go full buy and burn. Because he's the buy and burn master. He loves his buy and burn. Like Hydra is now full on buy and burn, which is really interesting. It's going to be very interesting how that works out.
Well, Eric's involved, and Eric just doesn't like staking at all.
Is that Eric doesn't like it either?
Right.
Wow. So yeah, and so it's that idea that throwing out the staking, just going full on buy and burn. I kind of and that's the iteration we have now. So the idea came from just a couple of kind of long talks with Jake. Yeah.
So this is not, so then you also added in, I mean, the kind of Blaze style auction mechanisms along with this mass buy and burn and a 10-day distribution. And then we're going to talk about the actual Volt here in a second. But anyways, it feels like there's pieces there. And guys, I mean, I heard you mention that you want to launch Volt on other build on TitanX protocols.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. So the Volt wheel, and that's a phase 2 and for the future. So I won't talk too much. I'm going to launch if the founder of the protocol loves it and wants me to launch. So it will be like collaborating with them, because if I launch on a certain protocol, I want to make sure that they're all on board, that they like it, and it's going to be it should be beneficial for them, because it's going to be burning a lot of their tokens. Because the Volt, when I launch a Volt on a Volt wheel, it's going to be 0% Genesis, 100% burn, or maybe probably 97, a little bit to the liquidity growth, but basically all burn. So yeah, I would love to do.
Now, could you try different initial supplies? If say you'd like, instead of 1 billion, could you adjust that initial supply number on new versions of?
Yeah, it's a good idea. That's a good idea. What I was thinking is to have the same supply and have like a chart and see which one is going to be at the top of the chart. Sure. You know what I mean? So if they all start with the same supply, it's all the same, and I can see which one is, the most popular in a way. It's just kind of curious to see.
I mean, this is kind of a standalone thing in one sense, that you can kind of like pocket move to other protocols once it's up and running.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
I love that.
It'd be integrated. So the Volt wheel protocol will be integrated into Volt. So it'd be helping the protocol it's built on. It'd be helping Volt. It'd be helping other coins to grow liquidity. It's kind of that idea. But the thing about Volt is it's an incredibly simple idea, but there's a lot of confusion how it works, and maybe the confusion is because it's brand new innovation. It's simple once you get it, because I've been speaking to some guys on Telegram, and some of them, they've been in the Telegram a while, but they hadn't grasped a few of the key concepts of Volt, which is it's because when I spoke to Mike Dean the first time, I thought, oh, this is going to be pretty short. I said to him at the beginning, this is such a simple protocol. I think we might just be here like a short time. But so we went through the Volt tokenomics like 4 or 5 times in different ways and explaining it. But it's not a complex thing. Like when with Blaze, you get on a stream and you're talking about all the different aspects of Blaze, and it's great. I love Blaze, but it's a complex protocol to explain. It takes some time to go through how everything works. With Volt, it's like you mint, and you participate in an auction, get the tokens, and that's it.
So every day.
Every single day. Every single day. And this comes up a lot too. Like, what Flux did, which is great for their protocol, when you come in with an auction, 24 hours later, you get the tokens. What I did with Volt is just the same as Blaze. So when the day ticks over, and I really, really like what Flux did there. I think that's really, really cool. But with Volt, I thought, I'll just do the same as Blaze. So the arbitrage is really clear from day 2 to day 3. I thought that's kind of nice. So that's why I'm pretty keen to launch at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, so everyone is awake.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. 2 p.m. UTC?
UTC, yeah. Okay. 2 p.m. UTC or 1 p.m. or somewhere around that time.
Like around this time-ish.
Yeah.
So are you, I mean, I know I don't think you've actually mentioned the launch date. Do you think you're going to be launching in September, or do you think you're going to be launching in October?
Well, we've just entered audits today.
Okay.
And that should be done in 5 days. I do a second audit, and I probably will do a third audit. Maybe not. It might not even be needed, but definitely there's 2 auditors lined up. and it should be ready next week. But I'm going to hold it in my top pocket and launch it after Hydra.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I also want to launch it a week after Flux, as long as they don't take too long. But like, I think Flux are almost ready to go. They are like, they're all in their second audit, and
they're getting real close.
I don't know. They're keeping it close to their chest when they're going to launch, but I have my guesses, because if it was me, I want to launch on Inferno's last mint cycle. You know what I mean? Right. That would be a real cool marketing.
I wonder.
Really cool marketing.
I mean, that would be cool, dude.
That would be great. I'd love that.
Yeah, that's a really good, because they're going to be they're going to be paired with Inferno.
Yes, and so they're built on Inferno almost, and so they got all that marketing pressure and eyes on Inferno, and then it just could be all just move to Flux, just like that, just move straight there.
Well, I know a founder that would really want you to build Volt on their protocol.
Ooh, which was that?
Well, I don't even know if I've talked to you about it yet, but I'm actually working with Ali and Josh right now to make Awesome X, and Awesome X is basically Inferno on Dragon X, but it's perpetual.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I actually heard in the grapevine. I love
we're in audits now too. I mean, we're getting real close too. So I don't know when but we're looking either early October or late September right now, but we have to launch on a Friday.
Oh, right. Why a Friday?
Because we're doing the weekly mints, just like Inferno.
Oh,
it's a Friday.
I would absolutely love to build Volt on Awesome X. So let's do it.
I would love it too.
Do it.
All right, let's do There's some alpha for you 29 people watching. There's some alpha for you guys.
Oh, nice. So when do you expect to launch?
Well, that exactly just what you just said. I can't say it yet, but I would love it to be sometime into this month. I just don't want to rush it. I want to make sure that we're doing things properly. We are in audits, and as of today, and so we'll see. But if it would be early October, otherwise, and so but anyways, it's a whole bunch of really cool protocols are coming out, and there's some fun tokenomics in this one, but my innovations are not like yours. Yours are like, the Volt is the innovation here, and so you are actually paired directly with TitanX in this.
That's the plan right now. Yeah.
Oh, look! This creates a starting price of 0.001. I got you. So the LP is formed when the first 5K comes in, and you're going to pair with 5 million Volt, and this creates a price of 0.001. Okay,
that's right. So during those 10 days, I'm going to be trying to market it to be on streams and stuff. But it's just it's good. I mean, when you put these tokenomics together, it's sometimes hard to figure out what is the best, and it's sometimes what feels right. And a lot of it is experimenting and pushing the boundaries and then seeing how it works. I'm putting together this aeroplane. I'm going to just throw it and see how it flies. So
yeah, I love it. And that's what I really love about what you guys do, because actually everything you guys have done, and when I say you guys, I mean the Blaze team has just really been successful and innovative in its own way. And so I'm really excited to see what Volt does.
Yes. And if anyone wants to know more about Volt, by the way, volt.win, just type in that in your web. You type that in and you go straight to did it not work?
Let's see, it didn't work yet for me.
Maybe the DNS didn't.
But that could be my
okay, I got some DNS issues. Yeah. So maybe later today that'll be working.
Oh, cool. Great though. I mean,
DNS issues.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. So we're just early here, guys. Everything's early. You guys are getting the true alpha of an early that I'm excited about. I really am excited about Volt. When I saw Mike Dean's thing, I'm just like, bro. Okay, so let's talk about the Treasure Vault.
Yes.
So this is something that you've created something that's cyclical, perpetual, and capped. It's okay. You could call it a recycling mechanism. That's actually a good term for it. because, you know, it still decreases in, or you still have a decreasing. So this is where, so it is actually simple protocol, because the simplicity is you use TitanX and you mint, you do an auction to mint Volt every day. That's the simplicity of it. But there is some under the hood, there's like an engine, and an engine under the hood, you know, has some complications to it because it's an engine and it's all got to work together. Like a normal person can't rip apart the engine, but they know how to turn on the car. And so talk about the Volt. What is your innovation here? Oh, I think we lost Steve again. He's going to jump back on. But guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about this protocol? It's very fascinating to me. I think it's going to have a very high price. And I cannot believe Blaze just blast. Oh, so did TitanX. Oh, man, we're all blasting off right now, guys. Check this out. TitanX. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see. Wow, guys, we are blasting off. It's not just Blaze. It's the entire, look, we just had that small consolidation phase. Look at DragonX. I mean, this chart is like, what? We gotta drop into the log here, but still, when you're in the log, it's like just such a beautiful big fat W there. Hey, what's up? I got you back.
Wow. Yeah, sorry about that. My internet. Wow, the whole ecosystem is pumping.
Everything's blasting. Inferno, dude, dude, this is awesome.
Oh my, that's 40% in 24 hours.
Oh my goodness gracious, guys. This is this makes me so happy. I love this ecosystem. Helios is making a small move. Helios is a sleeper, guys. I mean, we don't need to talk about the whole ecosystem, but big fat W right here with a cup and handle, and a big cup and handle. So something's coming for Helios too. But anyways, it's taken its time a little bit more than some of these other ones. But oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So
yeah.
All right, we lost you. So let's talk a little bit about the Treasure Vault, your main innovation for this project.
Yes. So with Vault, it's as simple as participating in the daily auctions and getting your supply of a limited supply asset fully distributed in 10 days. The Treasure Vault is the engine underneath. You don't need to know about it, but it's what's making the protocol tick and run. And what it is 50% of the buy and burn of the 50% of the buy pressure goes into the Treasure Vault. And then from day 11, 20% of what is in the Treasure Vault is distributed every day in daily auctions. So the Treasure Vault won't run. People ask, well, what if the Treasure Vault runs out of auctions? It's never going to run out because it's always going to be 20% of what's inside for that day. So
yeah,
20%,
that's
20%,
so
20%.
Fascinating to me. You're still doing a solid 20% number, but it's never going to run out because every day it kind of basically resets to 100%. So it's like, it's not like you only have 5 days on 20%. It's like every day it turns back into 100% and then 20%.
Right. Exactly. And you have all the tokens which have been bought that day. Well, 50% of tokens which have been bought that day, resupplying it.
Which actually, that's another huge thing, because when you resupply it, money, like all the tokens get distributed again to the places that they get distributed to. And so it actually keeps feeding the system even on a cap supply and a 20%. Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating. Sorry, I'm like having a hard snap in my head.
It's fascinating how it works, and it's going to be interesting how deflation happens, because every single Vault token in that Treasure Vault has been brought from the liquidity pool. There's no other way to get in there. The buy pressure mechanism had to buy it and send it there. And everything that has ever existed in the Vault, also the Treasure Vault for applying daily auctions, also exists in the burn pool. So you have this deflationary programmed in. I mean, deflation is part of the programming of the contract. It has to go down because every time someone participates in the contract, it's helping deflation. It's making it deflationary. Just participating in Vault is participating in and increasing its deflation.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And then this, so if you guys, I'm not a moon boy here, but maybe I am, I don't know. But but look at this. So how do you get 1000x off an initial starting point here? It basically 1 0, dropping 1 0 is 10, dropping 2 zeros is 100, and dropping 3 zeros is 1000, which basically means this, in order to get to 1000x, that would be $1 per token, which what I'm seeing personally, and now not financial advice, guys, you know, this is all an experiment, but it's a fun experiment, which is a deflationary experiment. And we have been born into inflation. We have absolutely no idea what deflation will do to things, because our entire world has been inflated since the moment we were born, just like the Matrix. And so as we're really building these, but like with that's why TitanX is so revolutionary. And you guys haven't read the TitanX white paper, you need to read it, because it's as revolutionary as the Bitcoin white paper was when it came out, in my opinion. Nothing like TitanX being a deflationary protocol. Now we're building deflationary protocols on top of deflationary protocols, which is why I think there's so much potential. So I personally, I'm not going to say this is financial advice. It's absolutely not. Like, this is an experiment. Like, participate in this if you guys want to, out of curiosity, out of interest, just like I will. But you know, I think this has a potential to flip that one over here. And if that one flips over there, that's 1000x. So that's how you get to 1000x, guys. That's why I put it on the thumbnail. But anyways, okay. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent. So what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about the wheel?
You know, it's really just a little teaser for the future, and Vault is coming to AwesomeX.
Yes,
so Vault is part of the wheel. I mean, it's definitely going to come to Blaze.
Okay, so that's the wheel. The wheel is moving. Is that's why it says phase 2. So phase 2 is the wheel is bringing it to other protocols.
Which the founder is totally on board. If the founder's 100% on board, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll because I know Inferno and Blaze, they're 100% on board.
Yeah.
Because
the Volt on Inferno. Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Amazing. Oh gosh, I love this so much. This is fun. You know, I like that you built a protocol that can kind of just like package itself, and it's kind of like, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a game almost that you can kind of bring to anywhere with you. Like, yeah, wow, that's so fascinating. Great job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're really excited. Please join our Telegram in Vault and the X, and keep updated.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't gone to the Telegram, go ahead and join it. Also right there at the bottom of the white paper. Well, sorry. And then also there's those. So go to TitanXHub.com. At the bottom here, you have all that. You have a white paper link, you get the Telegram link and the X link. Telegram's really where the initial stuff happens. I'm getting used to Telegram because it's intense in there sometimes. It just keeps going, never stops. But so does that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, join the Telegram if you guys haven't. And then also, do you guys have any questions? I mean, you guys give this a like, we got 45 people on the stream right now, maybe more from YouTube, but I don't know if it counts everybody. Thanks guys for watching. This is amazing. If you have not followed Volt on X, go to @DeFiVolt right now, give him a follow. And if you haven't followed Crypto Awesome here, @CryptoAwesomely with an LY at the end, give me a follow too. Yeah, so what else should we talk about?
Well, the Vault is that's I think we've covered everything on the Vault. It's simple, and
it's simple. You're right. It's like it's kind of a little shorter than I expected, because you're right. It's simple.
Basically. Yeah. That's what I said about Dean. Yeah, like I think these streams, if we just cover it, be like 10 minutes, and it's like That's it.
Yeah, you put your TitanX in, and you have a daily auction that starts at 2 p.m. and it ends at 2 p.m. and every day. Is it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly. Yes.
It's a 24-hour auction. So when it ends, another one immediately starts, and then do you immediately? So we're claiming while the new one. Hey, what's up, TEDx? How you doing? Good morning. So we're claiming while the other one's going.
Well, yeah. So the 10% a day for the first 10 days.
Oh, gotcha.
You'll be able to claim it the next day from the previous day, just like the Blaze.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after the day 11, there's still going to be daily auctions after that. It's just going to, the mechanics are going to work a little different, but it's still going to basically be the same UI and everything. So it's really not going to feel much changed other than the full distribution already happened, but we're still going to be playing every day. And then it's like, and then at the end of that day, we get to claim, but there's already a new auction that started by the time we get to claim.
Yes. Exactly. Just like Blaze, a new auction started for the following day. You claim the previous days.
Yeah.
And the deflation is consistent. And it's interesting how you put that born into inflation, because we're born into this inflation world. Chocolate bars getting smaller, things getting more expensive.
Always.
It's nuts.
From the moment we're born.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the history in the last 100 years of how the dollar lost its value, it's like, wow, that is nuts.
So, like the federal government has printed more US dollars in the last 5 years than the entire history of the United States. Yeah. And so it's like, I mean, when you go into the grocery store right now, I don't know how it is where you are, but when you go into the grocery store, 5 years ago, it was okay. $20 could get you for a single dude, you could probably get a bag full of stuff, sandwiches. No, it's easy. I walk out with a sandwich and a kombucha and something else, an apple, and it's $45. And I see these moms with a freaking full cart of stuff. I'm like, that must be $900. How is anybody handling this, especially with a whole bunch of kids?
Yeah, you got to be an amazing cook and frugal. It's it really was potent to me. I spent 2 years in Africa. I was in the middle of nowhere, no internet. I've never been so. Wow. I've lived all over the world, but I've never been so isolated from where I came from when I spent that time in Africa. And I remember I didn't like the food. And then one day because in Africa, where it was in Ethiopia, they have this injera, it's called. It's like a flat pancake. It's very bitter. Injera in Ethiopian restaurant in the US is nothing like injera in Africa. It's so bitter. I put it in my mouth and I just want to spit it out. But that was what they had. And I remember finding this pizza shop. And I went to I was so excited. I was like, oh, pizza! I'm going to get some pizza. So I got a pizza, I brought it home. I took a big bite and it was just basically cheese on injera. I was like, oh no, help me. Yeah, so when I got back to the West, I used to live in the US, I wow, the prices, and the UK, the prices have gone up. It's I don't remember a can of Coke being this expensive. I remember a few years ago it was less. This chocolate bar is more expensive. So it
feels like the US is getting ready. I mean, I'm a US citizen, but it feels like the US is getting ready to dump the dollar or something. They're just printing as much as they can and distributing it to all the rich people right now. That's why, honestly, I'm in crypto, because we own our money when we own US dollars. I am so dollar poor. It's great. But it's good. And it's fine. It's I love living lean, but I saw this meme about this little skinny guy with this huge dude on the back of this moped, and it's my bank account, my crypto portfolio, and it's because most of my money is in crypto, because it's decentralized, and now US is talking about taxing unrealized gains, and like what are you guys talking about?
Oh man, unrealized gains.
Yeah, it's like are they going to give us credit for unrealized losses? No, of course not. It's like, this is so ridiculous. This is why they don't want decentralization, because now this isn't the case, I think, with Trump. Now, we don't have to get political, but with the other people that want to, it's really, I think, the globalist agenda versus trying to have sovereign countries, which I think we should have sovereign countries. But it is what it is. But anyways, this is why I'm here. And then when I read the TitanX white paper, it blew my mind. I literally had to start a miner the day I read the paper, because I'm like, this is deflation. This is something that is other than what we've all been born into. And now deflation on top of deflation, boy, this cycle is going to be really fun for us. I mean, just look at the charts today. God, it's great. Up and to the right. Inferno. I've never seen a chart that only goes up and to the right. Like, I've never seen this ever. Look at that. It's only up and to the right. Anyways. I'm not even sharing the screen, but this chart, it's like, I've never ever seen a chart like that on any stock, on anything. But it's pretty incredible. I think we might have lost Steve again. I gotta say hi to James. What's going on, brother? Yo. Exactly. I'm ready to get shocked into the stratosphere with Volt too. I love what you're doing, James. You are killing it out there. So thanks for being an amazing part of this community. So yeah, Steve's probably gonna pop right back in. But you guys got any questions about Volt? I mean, I'm really excited about it. I think Volt is going to blast off. It's going to be it has a potential to be a very expensive token. Yeah, James, exactly. I looked at this chart, like everything's up. TitanX is up. Look at this. It boom. We got DragonX is also just. And I put this one on log here. So when it's on log, you can see that the chart looks a little different, but the log charts are really how the pros look at charts. We got Hyper. Let's see what Hyper's doing. Oh, we got Steve again. Hey, Steve, we got you back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just saying it's good what you're saying, but it's easier to look 10 years in the past than 10 years in the future. Because think back to 2014. Do you remember what it was like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I remember what I was doing. I was traveling around Asia. I remember it was like yesterday, but 10 years in the future, it's like, whoa, it's crazy. But then what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin in like the next 10 years compared to the last 10 years? It's like, whoa.
That's true.
And then you look at the deflation we had 10 years ago, or the inflation 10 years ago, and then what's it going to, and then today, and then 10 years in the future. But 10 years in the future just seems like a long time. Like 2034, that seems a lot further away than 2000, than just 10 years in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're, I mean, Bitcoin even, it's capped, but it's not really deflation. Is it I don't think it's deflationary.
Yeah, well, it's capped, and people have lost their keys. When they lose their keys, it's
deflationary. Sure, right, exactly. But
so it's almost like you don't need, like gold is a store of value, but that's inflationary. But Bitcoin isn't. It's like just stays the same, doesn't it?
Right. Well, that's a good point. And it's just like XRP. Actually, I was in XRP and I've been in it for a couple years. And then when I read the TitanX white paper, I literally immediately sold half of my XRP and mined TitanX. I got into TitanX. And I'm glad I did because it's because actually it's already tripled or maybe quadrupled if I look today. But it's like if the other rest of the XRP, I'm like, you know what? It's still just sitting. I saw this meme that said, if you had XRP 10 years ago, added now, it's gone up like, a little bit.
Yeah, That's nuts. That is nuts. Because you can look at CoinMarketCap and go, what was on CoinMarketCap in like 2012 and 13, 14? And you go back there and you see all these coins that you don't remember. And you see XRP and it's about the same price. And XRP's always been there. And the XRP bulls are just hoping that it just becomes the next financial system, and it never does.
I know, exactly. And so I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I want to grow my money. I don't want to just sit here and hope these internet influencers, XRP, because it's already it's already like number 3 or something. So, or number 4. So it's like how much of a potential? Like, if Bitcoin has Bitcoin can't 10x. In my opinion, Bitcoin maybe will. Maybe 4x max this cycle, and if it 4x is max, 350k Bitcoin, that's huge. But what do you have a 4x potential? Maybe ETH, we have a 10x potential this cycle, maybe. And if we 10x, maybe $25,000 ETH, but maybe only 5x. So maybe it gets to like that 15k. Now we have literal 1,000x potentials or more. In fact, 55,000x was potential programmed into the code of TitanX, and that's not necessarily a chart programming. That's literally a ratio programming of how expensive TitanX will get compared to ETH. And so this is programmed in the code, and this is where, and it's already working. Like the hyper showed with the big drop at the front, but the hyperinflation allowed people to get some nice bags in the beginning. And then now as we move into hyper-deflation, I mean, there's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it.
I mean, I am the foresight of Jake to build stuff in the code of TitanX is absolutely phenomenal. Like, he's got he's done it in Hydra, but like the whole building aspect, and he was talking about that right from the beginning. That is that's so unique in crypto to have builders around a coin, and the coin is backed by this massive buy and burn. But the deflation that can take place with TitanX being used in these protocols is phenomenal, because it's even if it's just a 4% burn, and you have all these protocols burning 4%, and then on top of that, locking TitanX and liquidity pools, it's just adds up. And it's not. It also is a big boost for TitanX because adding utility, like every protocol, Titan Legends is launching today. Their NFTs, everything is extra utility, which makes TitanX more valuable because it's they're crypto games. There's different types of things. I mean, look at the chart that Plan A did and all these different types. So there's Ouroboros coming out with a liquidity
for stablecoin. We're gonna have USDX and loan, which is actually very helpful for our tax because say we want to extract some value, we put it into our TitanX USD.
You're right.
Coin, and then we take a loan against our crypto by putting it up for collateral, and loans are not taxable events. So now we actually get to effectively, and if we don't pay off our loan, they take our collateral, which is basically effectively using our crypto tax-free to buy something in the real world.
Yeah, it's absolutely. There's nothing like this. The community, the movement, the founder. I mean, I was in Jake's mastermind for a year before TitanX and seeing how it progressed. And Jake always had. What was that?
All right on, dude. That's so cool. This got on the mastermind. I didn't find out about TitanX till day 67, but
man, I was chatting with Jake for months and months and hearing the developing and asking questions and seeing the development of it. And I was so bullish day one TitanX. I was like, I don't usually go like all in, but I can say basically I went everything in. Because I just believed in it. I'm not that. I'm people that know me. I'm very I'm kind of more like conservative. I maybe in the past I wasn't, because I was in Hex and Zen, and I lost. I went too heavy in Zen,
right?
But and Hex, post chain, all that stuff. But like, to see the progression and then coming out. And Jake always said, a home run coin. He always said like a low liquidity. Public founder, good community. He had a few other things, And TitanX ticks all those boxes in like in massive and 100% ways. I mean, community is the best community, the best founder, best deflationary tokenomics. I mean, it ticks the best for building. I mean, I think Zen fell because builders weren't encouraged on capitalism principles, and so even though that it had a great idea build on Zen, that builders were frowned upon if they took something, but it's encouraged in TitanX. It's part of the whole vibe of TitanX community is builders get rewarded.
Yeah, but we're also not taking 50% of the tokens. The fair launch part of the thing is actually so important. Like Jake has a lot of knowledge because he was participating in a lot of these other protocols for many years. And so now he's like, what you did, he goes, well, hey, Zen has some really cool pieces to it. Cool pieces to it. Well, why don't we grab those great pieces? And then he built in his innovations, which obviously the fair launch stuff was also part of Zen. And so that's great. You know, the fair launch is a great foundational piece that I think it's important for me as a person who wants to participate in protocols now. I didn't even know about fair launch until after TitanX. And then it's like, now it's important that I have protocols. If I'm going to get in a protocol, I want it to be fair launch. That's why XRP is not even good for me like anymore. I'm like using the other half of my XRP that I didn't go all the way all in. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. But that other half, I'm using that to build AwesomeX with. So now it's going to go all the way away. So it's like, why not? Because I'm going to put all of my money into this ecosystem because I believe in it. And I believe in the builders. I believe in the founders. I believe in the teams. And I'm just stoked on it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's exciting. And we're entering this cusp because day 280 passed and we got one more big inflationary day on September the 15th. And then it's kind of downhill for TitanX. I mean,
then 16th is the vortex. So if there's a big inflationary day on the 15th, but the 16th is the vortex, I mean, it's kind of all planned in some very
interesting, that, isn't it? I wonder if that was programmed in.
I wonder. I mean,
I wonder.
It doesn't feel like anything is accidental in this, in this community, but maybe there's some coincidences. I just don't really believe in coincidences.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's incredibly interesting. It's almost like the TitanX ecosystem too. It's going opposite to the curve of the whole crypto macro market.
Right. I mean, and it's paired with ETH, and it's actually ETH. Let's look at this ETH chart real quick, because ETH is looking terrible.
It is looking awful, absolutely. But I want ETH to be good because it's the buy and burn for our system.
Oh, it's okay. It's looking okay in this last day, but I mean, look at this. I mean, ETH has a chart where it's like, well, this does not look like the TitanX chart. Okay, that's all right, but like this shows me an M. An M is a bad sign if you're looking into trading, right? But TitanX shows you W's. And so right now we are actually correlated. We are correlated opposite in one sense because ETH is going down while we're going up. However, we're paired with ETH. So what happens when ETH starts going up? Because I do think ETH's going to have its day. It's coming. ETH's day is coming this cycle. It's probably going to come more towards the end of the year, which is what happened last cycle. It kind of like that November, December, ETH kind of popped. And then it reminded me to get in. And then in January, last cycle, I got my first ETH last cycle. And then it blasted. So ETH might blast in January, from January to like May. But when ETH blasts, I mean, if we're already inversely correlated on a down ETH, I don't think we're going to be inversely correlated with enough up ETH. I think we just multiply that.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know. Also, not a financial advice. I'm just looking at the charts and the macro cycles and just kind of what are we actually looking at here? So
I'm incredibly interested in macro cycles and ratios between coins.
Yes,
I was pretty heavy in ETH too. I had a lot of ETH, and I've just stopped also Solana. But I just got out of Solana last month actually.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I literally never got into. Yeah, that was a big blast off one last cycle too. But yeah, I'm just so happy, and I feel honored to be part of this community, and I'm so happy that I found TitanX, and I found TitanX through Joe Perry's. So thanks, Joe Perry. I was like January, I was Googling, I was in XRP and I was sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I Googled 1000x altcoin potential. I Googled that, and then Joe Perry's video came up, and TitanX was #1. And then that took me down the TitanX rabbit hole, read the white paper, and immediately I was like immediately in. Like, it was just such a revolutionary thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't prove this, but I think Joe Perry might have found out about TitanX through me, because I'm in his private group, and a day before launch, I was there like, TitanX is coming, and then he made a video on like day 1 of TitanX for his private group, and then a few days later he came out public, and I was like, I think he got it from me. I think he found out about it from me. Well, I can't prove it.
I gotta thank you for telling Joe. I find out about it, dude. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I love it. What's up, Hexatitan Pulsican? Thanks for joining. Nice. And James, you guys are amazing. We got 51 people on the stream. Give this video a like, give it a share on your page. And what do we want to tell the people parting? I'm gonna bring this white paper back up here, but what do you want to tell people about Volt?
Yeah, so just a summary, it's a simple system. If anyone is confused, jump on a call. I'm going to be in Telegram twice a week answering questions. First time an hour before the TitanX community space on a Sunday, and also on Wednesday evening, I'll be in the Telegram of Volt answering any questions. So if you're confused, just jump on and we'll just talk.
Yeah.
But Volt is a simple system where you bring your TitanX to participate in a daily auction, and 10% of supply is released every day for 10 days. And then you have perpetual auctions. It's a limited supply perpetual.
Well, I think we might have lost him again, but we are finishing up here. So limited supply perpetual auctions, deflationary token, huge buy and burn, full token distribution in 10 days. 80% of the TitanX value is used to buy Bolt. But the basic thing is it actually is really simple. It's you use your TitanX to participate in an auction daily. And that's what we got here, guys. So any other questions? I know Steve's been having a few issues with his internet, but I think we had a really good stream here. Talk about deflation, talked about everything. And yeah, TEDx, you're right. Aldi, I actually do like going to Aldi. It's they actually have they have better ingredients in their products as well, because I don't think the Germans are trying to kill each other as much as the government of the United States. But that's my conspiracy theory side coming out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining into this video. Hope you got some value out of this. Volt is just so revolutionary. I'm just so I'm so happy to be able to be a part of builders and in this amazing ecosystem. So thank you, Steve, for everything you do. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Go ahead and give this video a like and a share, so we can get other people in on the Volt ecosystem. And if you just joined, go to the middle of this video. There's some really big alpha, some early alpha that only 23 people heard. But Volt is coming to more projects than just TitanX. In fact, we're going to play this game on TitanX when it starts, and it's going to be launching here sometime. We don't know a date, but in the imminent future, and dates will come soon. And then just get in there and read the white paper, everybody. If you haven't read the white paper, it's kind of like when Richie B was saying, you don't play a game without reading the rules first. So the rules of the game are in the white paper, and they're very clear. Everything is in there. So when you read the white paper, I just recommend that you read it and then just read it again. All right. So Steve, we got you bounced a little bit again, but all right, go ahead and finish up what Volt. I tried to keep it going for where you
Oh, nice. Yeah, that I was just about finished. Yeah, so it's a perpetual auction system, limited supply, and full deflation with a buy and burn. So it's massive deflation with a all essential value in buy and burn. And what you get the Volt explosion, and it's going to be an interesting. It's fascinating. So yeah, come to the Telegram. If read the white paper. If you don't understand anything, come to the Telegram. It's a really exciting protocol. This that I'm looking forward to launching.
Cool. And one more thing before we go, you're starting some weekly streams, right?
Yes, that is right. I'm doing an Inside TitanX stream where I'm just talking to all of anyone who wants to come on and talk about their project. Oh, maybe you can come and talk about your project.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's arrange a day. And
once I drop the white paper, probably next week, I think I'm going to do a face reveal. So I'm going to dox myself on the Blaze next week.
Wow. Awesome.
Not next week. And yeah, I'm going to share everybody on the next Sunday spaces. But yeah, I'm going to come, I'm going to show my face, not my logo moving forward. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so, I got to jump on. So you got, aren't you starting a couple different shows?
Yeah, that's right. So Inside TitanX, just tokenomics show. And then I got another show that I've called Bull Force. Yeah, and I'm just going to talk about crypto, TitanX ecosystem and crypto and DeFi, because I'm interested in all that stuff. So it'd be like kind of like a crypto show. And if anyone comes on to chat, that's cool too. So maybe on that show, I want to just get to know some people, like even some of the Blaze team, all of the Blaze team. I've asked them to come on just one-on-one so everyone can get to know them. So it's a Bull Force is a kind of a crypto show community. Maybe it's just me just talking about stuff, but we'll see. I've got this. Like I said, I've got this whole studio now. I just got to figure the internet, and then I think I'm sorted.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. That's great. I love it. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Well, hey, man, it's such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for building and for allowing all of us to be involved in your projects. And I can't wait to hear the launch date, and I can't wait to listen to some of your streams and actually join your stream. And I can't wait to join. I'm honored to join the ranks of the builders in TitanX because what a great it is.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
All right. Well, until next time, you guys are amazing. Crypto Awesome out.